And welcome to the week roundup. We're up to Division 5 and I'm with Bevo.
G'day Darcy.
Bevo, first time here, so welcome. It's a version, this as I said in Division 5, but welcome to Division 7, sorry. It's good to have you, mate, and you've been around the tracks a while. You played at Walkerville, Para Hills.
And CBC last year. I played a few games in the C grade.
Oh, you did, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is their grade, isn't it? No, that was the last one. No, this grade is.
Yeah,
there we go. So you probably know some of the players. So, look, this is over to Bevo then. This is all about him, so this one. But look, we'll start off with the first game was out at Hope Valley Oval. So they took on Blackfriars, but it wasn't meant to be. So it was Hope Valley, they're sitting 8th, took on Blackfriars OS 6. They're both out of the 5. Well, Blackfriars actually equal 5th with Woodville South at the moment. So just take us through the scores, mate.
Yeah, so in the end it was Blackfriars winning this one, 14 goals 11, 95 to Hope Valley 12 goals 8, 80. So a close one in the end. Pretty even in the first term and even at half time, but yeah, the Blackfriars boys ran away with it in the end in the last quarter, kicking the 3 goals to Hope Valley only getting those couple of goals, and that was the real turning point in the game. In terms of the best players and the goal scorers for Blackfriars, River kicked 5, Hillman 3, Smith 3, Horsell 2 and Cameron 1 goal, and the best players were McCulloch, Rivet, Delamalva, Brincat and Pearce.
Yeah, and for Hope Valley, we're Payne with 3, Williamson with 3, Thurgood with 2, Pemble with 2 also, individuals to Hellman and Pfeiffer. The best players, Payne, Pemble, Williamson, Ising and Press. So Payne, just sneaking in there for his obviously 3 goals to get best players. So as you know, good win there to Blackfriars, and they're equal 5th now, so they've got obviously definitely a chance. It's between them and Woodville South, maybe Kenilworth. They're only one game clear in 4th spot, so
quite even.
Yeah, look at very even competition at the moment. So head out to LOCKLEYS OVAL, who obviously took on Hectorville. Hectorville are struggling this year. They've only just won the 1 game. The LOCKLEYS are sitting 2nd, cruising very nicely with just the 2 losses. And again, it was another big win to LOCKLEYS, wasn't it? So.
Yeah, that's right. In the end, LOCKLEYS were too good. 17 goals, 17, 119, so 34 scoring shots to Hectorville, 6 goals, 7, 43. They probably could have won that one by a lot more, but well done to the LOCKLEYS boys there. And in terms of the goal scorers and best players for LOCKLEYS, Micken kicked 5, Payton 3, Barry 2, Mackenzie 2, and Sianta, Scully, Martinello, Lanecake and Williams with a goal each for LOCKLEYS. The best players, McDonough was best for LOCKLEYS, Williams, Barry, Vunard and Micken as well for LOCKLEYS there.
And maybe the producer knows this, but Martineau had a rumour is playing for the Crows reserve side, but it didn't seem it happened last week. Next year, is it? Next year. Okay, I thought he might have signed up before the June, if there's a June 30 deadlock, I'm not sure. But Martineau, the ruckman, played state, he's probably in Div 5 footy, played state footy, so he's a 6'5" ruckman and doing very well at the moment. So
playing Div 5?
Yeah,
okay. And
made the state side, so he's doing really well. As I keep saying, Wheatford's Park boy, but he left, that's okay. I'm dirty about that, that's okay. And for Hector, we've got Stevenson with 2, Carl, Lazanka, Eckerman and Savalas, yeah, all individual goal scorers there, with best players being Bolo, Savalas, Lombardi, Stevenson and Francis. So a big win there, LOCKLEYS, and they are cruising very nicely at the moment. So, and we go to as I said, the next massive big game here. Again, we're seeing big games here. So Woodville South, taking on Ingle Farm. It was Woodville South big winners, 15 goals, 18, 108. Could have been a lot more with the 18 converted to a few more goals. Taking on Ingle Farm, 6 goals, 7, 43. So Ingle Farm are struggling just with the 1 win. Woodville South, that was a good win that held their ground in 5th spot with Blackfriars. So there's a bit of tussle between Blackfriars and Woodville South.
Only 1 win behind 4th now as well.
Yeah. So they're 3 games clear of Smithfield. So you'd think they're probably pretty safe. It's out of those 2 for the 5th, and obviously 1 game ahead of in Kenilworth. So, but for Woodville South, we've got Clark with 6, Williams with 4, Brushnahan, Ransom, Cummings, Smith, and Ahmed are the individual goal scorers there, with Brushnahan best player, with Marinoff, Clark, Williams, and Jake McCulloch, who's in the best players each week, and a young 19-year-old kid. I think is going to be pretty close to the best and fairest this year.
Okay, good luck to him. And for Ingle Farm, we had Wheaton with 3, Watson, Finch and Dolby with a goal each for Ingle Farm, and Wheaton was the best player for Ingle Farm, as well as Sandry, Bryant, Stewart and Dolby. So well done to those boys.
Yeah, good win there. So now we have another. There's massive wins at the moment.
Yeah, so big ones.
Your boys, I could say your boys because you probably know most of these players. I'm presuming you played it last year.
I know a few of them because I only sort of went to training a couple of times last year. Yeah. It was a bit slack with the C grade. You don't train too much. So Darcy, especially
Never
my
have.
age. So
nothing changed in my day either,
know
mate.
A few of the boys, but But no, well done to those guys, and yeah, they're certainly going well. The CBC guys only had the one loss this year and sitting in top with 11 wins, and they had a good win against Smithfield. 23 goals 11, 149 to Smithfield, 5 goals 5, 35. Greenbank with 5, Raymond with 4, Applin 4, Harris 3, the other Raymond with 2, Clark 2, Johansson 2, and Turner with a goal. Matty Raymond was the best for CBC, and Turner, Greenbank, Applin and Shah were the other best players for CBC. What about Smithfield?
So Johansson played like that's Brad Johansson, his brother's Jake Johansson, who plays for Woodville West Torrens. So he saw in North a couple of years ago. I think he just got to play with his mates now at CBC. So good on him, absolutely. So
Matty Raymond just plays a bit of Sandford footy as well. So he's playing with his mates at CBC as well.
Absolutely, which is great. So. And it's great to see these Sandford blokes do go back to play for their local club, because it's good they are giving back something after playing for SMITFIELD, coming back to play, and hopefully they can do.
Fantastic.
It is, and look, Seabuck, and he could take a premiership up this year. I think the way Seabuck will go anyway, so not really jinx on them, but we go now for Smithfield. We've got Ashby with 2, Gray, Sewer, and Lane with individual goal scorers. The best players: Bain, Sugarman, Marston, Lane, and Partridge in amongst the best players. So. Big win in the Seabock. They just lost the one game. I can't remember who that was, sorry, but I think they're cruising on very nicely at the moment. And we've got the last game. This is probably say another massive win here, you could say, to Pulteney. So obviously Kenilworth are they're sitting 4th. They took on Pulteney, who was sitting 3rd. So 3rd and 4th, you think should have been a bit closer to this game.
Yeah, definitely. So Pulteney won this one 15 goals 10, 100 to Kenilworth 8 goals 10, 58. And it was a big win for Pulteney because they're now equal in terms of points with Kenilworth. They're both on 16 points, so huge for them. For the goal kickers for Pulteney were Langford with 5, Forbes 3, Preston, Matner, March, Curry, Ducker, Fisher and Preston with a goal each. And the best players for Pulteney was Fisher, Tucker, Polek, Sampson and Langford. And
for Kenilworth was Schlanders with 2, Simmering, these are individuals, sorry, Simmering, Roberts, Delawa, Zessers, Seller and Stevens, and the best players were Chester, Stewart, Riles, Zessers and Schlanders. So look, that is a massive win of Pulteney, because as I said, they're on equal points 3rd and 4th, but playing at Kenilworth, that's the old obviously Panther Park, it's a mongrel of a look. It's a massive oval, it's huge, it's a middle of nowhere and it's windy, and I think Kenilworth would know how to play that, you'd think, but to come out and Pulteney come out and win by 42 points. I reckon that is a massive win to Pulteney. So
big for their season, definitely.
It is. So, but that's it for the round. We go to the next week's game. We'll go to the ladder. So as you look, Seabock, they are cruising, just the one loss at the moment. Your boys, Lockley's exactly the same. They're both these teams, so they're 2 games clear from Pulteney. So you reckon they'll be 1st and 2nd if they keep the way they're going?
Yeah, definitely.
Kenilworth, they're on. So as I said, Pulteney and Kenilworth on equal points. With Woodville South and Blackfriars equal 5th.
So you could raffle those.
Points. That's right, you raffle all. Yeah, absolutely. So that 5th spot's still up for grabs. And Smithfield are 3 games behind, so you think they're probably 7 games to go. You probably think the way they're going,
they'll have to get a few upsets.
They have a few upsets with Hope Valley, Hectorville and Ingle Farm to finish off that ladder. So, but no, it's going to be, that's a very good, so the 5th spot is definitely up for grabs there. So we'll look at this week's games. We've got Hectorville. Obviously they're struggling at the moment, taking on Blackfriars, who they're sitting at equal 5th. I reckon Blackfriars is definitely too good.
Yeah, most definitely. It's interesting. I was actually doing some writing a few years ago, and I was doing the Div 5 League, so I know a bit about it. And I actually remember Hectorville played off in the grand final, so it's been a bit of a horse and race for them. So
it's always the way. It's funny, like happens in amateur league, whether you win a grand final, then all of a sudden the next year they would do better, or everyone leaves because they've won the grand final. So I've won the grand final, so they're going to leave now, or retire, or go down and play Div 6, whatever it may be. But you often see that it's either one or the other, don't so which seems like having a Woodville South of 1. They were in Div 1 year. They went from 5 to 1 and back down again. So it's just
amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, it happens, but some we see they go up, and I think Westminster's probably the best for that. They were in Div 6 a few years ago, and now they're in Division 3, sitting 2nd. So that's just what happens at clubs. So CBC are taking on Woodville South. So we've got Top, who are cruising. Woodville South aren't they're no pushover either. Is that CBC Oval?
You think CBC will win this one?
CBC will win this one, but I think it won't be an easy beat this one, but certainly I think it'll be CBC by a couple of goals.
Yeah.
Hope Valley are taking on So we're Hope Valley and Kenilworth. So look, you think Kenilworth would beat Hope Valley, who are struggling with 3 wins, with Kenilworth on 8 wins.
It is a Hope Valley's home ground, which they play pretty well.
Yep.
So yeah, I agree that I think Kenilworth would be too good, but it'd be a close one as well, I reckon.
Yeah. And Pulteney are taking on Smithfield, so Smithfield is sitting second. I think Pulteney, after that massive win against Kenilworth last week, I think maybe the tide's turning and they've got the wheels are really pumping out now. I think the Pulteney for my tip this week.
Yeah, I think so as well. Pulteney, yeah, 3rd versus 7th. I think Pulteney would be too strong with that one, Darcy.
And the last game?
Ingle Farm taking on LOCKLEYS, and Ingle Farm only with a 1 win this year, and LOCKLEYS sitting quite comfortably in second on 20 points. I think LOCKLEYS by a country mile.
I agree with that one. So, but yeah, that's the wrap up for Division 5, and we'll see you next week.